There's one. On a worm. Good one. Don't get off. Don't get off. Got him. There we go. There's a good Pine Creek chunk. Welcome back, everybody. This is your Southwest Outdoors report. Out here fishing points on Pine Creek in southeast Oklahoma today. There's the best one yet right there. We're going to put him back. Back he goes. Thank you. Hey, let me give you the lay of the land here just one more time here. Pretty much your choices on this lake, especially with it down like it is, are to fish points, main lake, rocky points, and you can see here that fish came right off of a very sharp point right here, and there's another one just beyond it down there. You want to be fishing with basically two baits, a crankbait or a plastic worm. Those are your two best bets, and even a longer worm like an 8 or a 10-inch G&L LaRue, like the one that fish bit. Hey, before we get on to Cajun Phil and Kevin, I want to mention one thing. About 8 miles south of here is a little town called Valiant, Oklahoma. A lot of Choctaw Indian history that we've been talking about in this area. Well, that was the site of a slave academy where the kids of the slaves back in the 1800s went to school here, and it was at that academy that the original lyrics to the song Swing Low, Sweet Chariot were composed right there at that academy in Valiant, Oklahoma, right here at Pine Creek Reservoir. Okay, let's move along here to the Cajun Phil and Kevin Cajun Bites report from Louisiana.
Hi friends, Cajun Phil here with your Fox Louisiana Fishing Report. Well, I tell you what, this week, Kevin and I spent about 3 days in Lafitte, Louisiana. We were fishing south of there, and I tell you what, fishing was fantastic. But for the first time, we did see a lot of signs of what the oil has done to a lot of our areas here in Louisiana. We were down at Bear Terre Bay. Around there was lots of booms, and I tell you what, lots of grass that was really destroyed by the oil. It looked horrible. We could actually smell a little bit of it because there was so much work going on. And we probably saw 30 to 40 crew boats in the 3 days, all with booms, checking them out, pulling up the old boom, putting in new boom. But I tell you what, there was a lot of destruction there as far as the grass goes. But the fishing was fantastic. In the 3 days, Kevin and I would say we boated in excess of 150 redfish. So it was fantastic. We caught a lot of them. Also took time out to call Joe Jocelyn. He's up at Toledo Bend. Joe said, Cajun, the bass fishing on Toledo is hot right now. Lots of fish being caught in 5 to 8 foot of water around the grass beds early in the morning, late in the evening. You can throw and catch a few on spinner baits, but during the day, mostly it's pitching a jig or plastic down in the deep grass to catch us some good bass. Right now, fishing is good in Louisiana, whether you want to go redfish, speckled trout, or bass fishing. So come on down and join us. Till next time, this is Cajun Phil for Captain Kevin, who's already headed down to Grand Isle. That's where we're going to give you a report next week. Saying happy fishing and may God bless. We'll see you next week.
It's time for another edition of Barry's Real Fishing. Let's hit the water and join Barry for some fantastic hybrid action as he demonstrates the bottom-up technique.
On a previous adventure, we talked about how to catch those tricky, dastardly stripers, hybrids, and white bass when they're suspended between the top and the bottom. Here's what those fish look like on my Lowrance HDS-10 sonar unit. You can see the fish right here halfway. They can be very difficult to catch. On our previous segment, we talked about the top-down method, counting pulls and measuring them. On this segment, we talk about the bottom-up method, how to count it out. The first thing you do is push the button on your bait cast reel, drop that bait in the water, and let it free spool all the way to the bottom, no matter how deep of water you're in. Okay, it's on the bottom. Next, we count how many turns of the reel handle it takes to get the lure from the bottom to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 25, 26. 26 turns. And so simple math tells us that if we want to get the bait halfway between the top and the bottom, half of 26 is, ka-ching, correct, 13. 13 turns of this reel handle in this depth gets the bait halfway and right in front of hybrid striper's nose. Got him. Boy, he whopped it. Oh, good hit. Good pull. Oh, I got my drag set. Oh, big hybrid. Big hybrid. Look at this dude. Look at this. Yeah, oh man. Look at this. Oh man, look at that. That is a big hybrid turning that reel handle from the bottom, you dangle that little tail right in front of his nose like that, and a big, giant pig flops it. And so our lesson learned is whether you count pulls from the top down or reel cranks from the bottom up. If you'll get your bait right in front of a suspended fish's face, your chances of making him bite are much, much greater. Hey, have fun out there.
Stay with us. We'll be right back with 5-time Angler of the Year, Kevin Van Dam, on the Stren Ask the Pro. Plus, Barry has the Whataburger Big Catch of the Week. But first, here's a look at the preliminary final standings in the CCA Star Tournament Scholarship Divisions for 2010. Thank you to all the sponsors and anglers who made this year's tournament a success. We'll pass along the final results once all information has been verified.
The Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealers, is brought to you by Abu Garcia for life, by Navionics. We start where the road ends, by Whataburger, just like you like it, and by Mercury Outboards, #1 on the water. This is the Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealers.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for our Ask the Pro feature, brought to you by Stren, the standard of dependability. Our question this week is from Tony in Oklahoma, who writes, I always hear about fishing points. What lures should I use and how do I fish them? For the answer, let's ask 5-time Angler of the Year, Kevin Van Dam.
Well, when you're going to fish a point, you really got to look and see what the water depth is and what type of cover's there. But, for me, I like to fish something that's going to cover it pretty quickly. So if it's a shallow point, a spinnerbait's a great choice. If it's a little bit deeper, a crankbait is what I'm going to use first and foremost. Crankbait will help me really tell how deep the point is. I can feel the type of bottom that it has, whether it's hard or soft, so I can really determine what's down there real quickly.
Thank you, Kevin. If you have a question for one of the pros, visit our website at southwestoutdoorsreport.com. Click on the Stren Ask the Pro link and send us your information. Now let's get you back to Barry for our Whataburger Big Catch of the Week.
There we go. All right, here's one more. What is this? Oh, big old crappie. Looky here. All right, come up here. There is one more. That's the trifecta. We caught largemouth bass. I caught several white bass while I was largemouth bass fishing, and now there's a crappie. All right, congratulations right now goes to Russell Cowan of Midland, Texas. He's shown here with an 8-pound, 4-ounce largemouth bass he caught out of O.H. Ivy Lake in West Texas. If you want to enter your big fish photo, go to our website at southwestoutdoorsreport.com. On the front page is everything you'll need to join and submit your photo. By the way, our brand new Facebook page is up and running right now. Check us out, Southwest Outdoors Report page on Facebook. Lots of good stuff on there as well. Well, it's been a great day of fishing here on Pine Creek. It's out in the middle of kind of nowhere. Beautiful Kiamichi Mountains around it and loaded with fish. Come on and enjoy this lake on some weekend. I think you'll enjoy the trip. See you next week, Thursday night, 10:30, unless the FC Dallas soccer match runs long, in which case we'll be on right after soccer, and Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. Till then, I'm Barry Stokes. Be safe, have fun. Bye-bye, y'all.